Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, where everything you're about to hear and see has been done in one take. I'm your host, the One Take Man. I should probably switch that intro to what will have been done, but that's beside the point. As you can see, I am first of all in my within my little window. I am back within my uh, previous abode. I had some things I had to take care of. And as you can see on my, on your screens in general, I am in my Steam. This time looking at Democracy 4. The basic idea behind the Democracy game series, as far as I can tell, is that you, as the player character, take on the role of a country's head of state, and then have to implement various policies in order to improve the situation and standing of whatever country it is that you are in charge of. Democracy 4, as far as I'm aware, is the most recent game within this series, and even it has a few years behind it. And by that I mean, there are lots of people already who have played it so many times that they can basically achieve any result within any country by now. Whereas me, by comparison, I have around 2 hours. And that's okay because I don't intend to go, particularly deep or into stuff like uh, achievement guides or anything like that. I just want to give you a brief intro into what this game is like. And I have to confess, this is the third time I'm actually trying this because my because I kept having technical problems and issues with this game with the other ones. My my specs are actually the minimum that this game recommends. So not the optimal, the minimum. So I can play it, but it is still likely to pause every now and again, somewhat awkwardly. Hopefully not this time. And play. Let me just set 30 minutes on the clock here. Okay. Also, you'll notice that the game is silent on my end. I actually had to set it to be silent. Okay, play. I'm going for a new game, even though I already have a save game, but I'd rather not. I'm gonna go with Canada because, as you can see, it is the easiest supposedly. And these are some general stats about the some general stats about the country, some general information, and some adjustments. I think this is what was done. Hmm. Okay. Some of it is what is game mechanics. Some of it is something else. Play. What's my player party name? The Movement for Radical. Okay, opposition party. Uh, I'm gonna go with Federation of Socialists simply because I can. Difficulty, innate socialism, economic cycle. These are the these are the starting options. I'm not changing anything. So let's play. Blaming the previous government. Congratulations on election victory. On your election victory. Welcome to your new job as Prime Minister. The lives of all citizens are now in your hands. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations and concerns that you will deal with as soon as possible, while keeping an eye on the long-term improvements of our citizens' quality of life. Plus, do not forget that you face re-election in 5 years. Technically, the Prime Minister can call elections sooner, but whatever, in Canada. So you will need to monitor the opinion polls and our party membership. Good luck. Okay, I have the option to change ministers. I don't have the option to add ministries, though. At least not as far as not as far as I've been able to tell so far. Even though I think, as a head of state, or in general as uh, or as prime minister, I the leader of the leader of the government as well. I should perhaps have that option. I don't know. Anyway, begin term of office. This is what the main gameplay window looks like. You got here the ministries, the screen divided by ministries: law and order, transport, foreign policy, welfare, economy, tax. Economy and tax being separate is weird, but whatever. And last but not least, public services. I have some political capital. and I can use that political capital in order to pass or work on various policies. For example, carbon tax. And as you can see, these are the things that are influenced by or have an influence upon carbon tax. Carbon tax, interesting. Carbon tax improves energy efficiency, makes the environmentalists happy, but also cuts down on GDP and cuts down on CO2 emissions, air travel. Is disliked by the capitalists, by motorists, and in general by everyone. Okay. Uh, not a good sign. What else? Let's see. There are some. Okay, we got this pulsing little red dot here. Respiratory disease. Yeah, it's negatively affected by the environment and by reforestation, and seems to have a positive impact on healthcare spending perhaps, and it is exacerbated by car usage, tobacco usage, and pollution. Let's deal with that. Okay, car usage, pollution. Yeah, we've already seen that. Oh, it increases healthcare demand. That's the thing. So, how do you bring respiratory issues down? Or how do you stop them from being made? State health service doesn't seem to impact that, but it would be helpful. You are executive term length. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna impact that just yet. Food Standards Agency. No, doesn't have an impact on. What is this? Hello. Oh, yeah. Well, already was there accidentally. This seems minor. Stem cell research. Yeah. What about car usage? Like, that was a thing. I think this is car usage. Car emission limits. Okay. This is something I'm gonna work on. Setting legal limits on exhaust fumes helps reduce air pollution, especially in cities, but it's unpopular with motorists who look upon it as yet more bureaucracy and tax. And the minister responsible for, what was it, transport? Yeah. Effect, implement time, okay. Does she like me? Trade union is moderately unhappy, parents slightly happy, whatever that means. This is not a popular tax, but a popular policy, but whatever. Minimum, low, medium, high, maximum. Yeah. Screw it. I'm going with this. Like, look at the thing. If you look at the things that are most directly benefited by it, not necessarily electric car transition, because that that is overall neutral in my opinion. But look at how it improves the environment. That's sizable, especially per capita. And what about car usage? Yeah, well, car usage will not be great, but environmentalists will like me more. The environment will be that much better. Car usage will go down a little. CO2 emissions will go down a little bit more. I'm going with this. Apply changes. Confirm using 7 political capital. Okay, now back. This is the political capital. This is how much I can spend in one term. And these are all the people contributing to it, my ministers. Surprisingly, this style doesn't seem to have changed, even though Didn't I implement this? Apply changes. Oh, I canceled instead of okay. Yeah. Anyway, now I got 7 political capital. I could still do one more thing. Let's see. What else were you dependent upon aside from cars? Pollution. Okay, maybe I can improve something about. Shame there's no environment ministry or something like that. But there is taxation. What is this? Microgeneration grants. Let's look at that. These grants are given to citizens to help subsidize the cost of energy microgeneration systems such as solar panels and wind turbines. This is a good way to take advantage of some people's desire to make a personal step towards cleaner and greener energy and will increase the country's overall energy efficiency. It'll take 2 turns to implement, and it is very popular with everyone involved. So I'm going to maximize this ship. Apply changes, confirm. I only have 4. Also, you've noticed that there are implementation delays, as in it'll take a few turns for something to work. A turn is defined as a quarter, and there are 4 quarters within a year. This means that I have, in Canada at least, 20 turns until I have to worry about until elections are underway. But I do have to worry about elections before before they start, because I still have to campaign. Because just doing a good job as prime minister is apparently not enough. Anyway, I've done what I can in this turn, so click ahead. Adding bureaucracy. This game actually has a pretty good humor about itself and its politics, including in quotes like this. Okay, GDP has gone up, unemployment has gone down. That's good. There's a climate change protocol. There's a situation imminent. Our data is showing that we will have a potentially bad situation on our hands if we do not act soon. Technology backwater. That is something that can be changed with, that's something that can change with public spending, particularly in education and transportation. So I'm not particularly worried by that. Like if you have people who are capable of moving around and exchanging ideas, you will have better technology. That is perhaps not the and that's not perhaps something that is corroborated with official research, but then again, official research is kind of biased in some ways. And anyway, not going into that. The government is currently running a budget deficit of $7.55 billion. We should take steps to reduce that. Not necessarily. People don't actually care about debts unless it actually affects them. And governments kind of default on debts all the time. It's not really that big an issue for most people. Though I would like to see that addressed. The polls do not look good. Our last poll puts it at 17%. Well, that's something that I'll worry about come election. Okay. Global economy is doing well. This is having a positive effect on our GDP. Good. The loyalty of our ministers can best be described as loyal. So I should get new ministers. That'll cost me some political power. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather not swap ministers out just yet. It's only the first quarter. However, climate change protocol, that is the United Nations Climate Change Conference signed a new protocol to limit the emissions of greenhouse gases in industrialized countries. Your country participated in the talks and drove a hard bargain in order not to put too much strain on the economy. Still, ratifying the protocol can be costly, limiting GDP growth and worker productivity. It'll, what limits worker productivity that much more? Them getting lung diseases from all the smog. So yeah, arguments around GDP and productivity kind of do not matter. On the other hand, experts claim this is the only way to save the environment. Do we ratify the protocol? Yes. Okay, capitalists hate it, but it does bring down CO2 emissions, and it improves my standing with environmentalists. Not as much as it decreases my standing with capitalists, but whatever. Okay. What else can I address? Situation imminent. Technology backwater. Science funding. Secularity of science funding is down. I should probably increase that. Secularity of education. Okay, that actually brings that up. Stem cell research being down is what brings it up. So I'll have to bring some government money in that direction. Anyway, close. And oh yeah, the budget report. That might be interesting to observe. So we've got debt, which is climbing steady. There is relative GDP. It saw growth in the last quarter, so that's good. Global economy, okay, that's an unnatural spike. Sorry to say it. What else? Interest rate is steady. Expenditure has gone slightly up. Income has stayed the same. Should probably address that. Okay. I might not be able to. What is the government's income? Sales tax, government borrowing, corporation tax, carbon tax. I could increase the carbon tax and get more, get more income that way. Or actually, wait, I just did that last turn. Anyway, petrol tax. It should be gas, but whatever. Um, alcohol tax, inheritance tax. These might be some things I will tax a little bit more, as well as airline tax. What about expenditure? What can I cut? State pensions, state schools. Oh no, those can stay. Oil drilling subsidies, those will go. Especially if I'm giving microtechnology grants, giving more people, and I could spin that as more self sufficiency. Don't rely on the you know don't rely on oil billionaires. Rely on your own solar farms and shit. Military spending, again, you can sell that as self sufficiency. State health service, that's not something I'll cut. Debt interest, child benefits, state energy. Okay. These are all things that I do not want to cut. I might cut agriculture subsidies, maybe. And yeah. Okay, noted. Now let's go back. And I'm back here. I now have 19 political capital. Because yeah, political capital, if it's not used, it gets ported over into the next turn, which is quite helpful to me. Let me just check my time quick. Oh, okay. Still have 16 minutes to go. What can I work on? This cloud has started blinking as well. Pollution. It is heightened by air travel, car usage, GDP, international trade. Environmentalists stated, but it does lead to more membership within environmentalists. It has a positive correlation to respiratory disease. Yeah, I get that. So what decreases? Pollution? Let me see. Okay, GDP increases pollution. Rare earth metal mining increases pollution. Car usage, air travel, international trade. I can't really cut those out just yet. Not unless I provide alternatives, like public transit, for example. Let's see. What do we have? Buses. Bus lanes. Okay, it'll be better for commuters, but worse for motorists. I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see. Implementation delay 2, not very popular. Yeah, kind of as I expected. Let's see, what increase do I get here? 20.51. I trust this more. I'm going with this. Okay, now what do we have here? Road building. Not sure what to make of this actually. What is this? Subsidized school buses. Oh, you bet I'm gonna pay for that. Okay, people like that. That's good. I like that too. Apply changes. Confirm using 4 political capital. I have 7. And now, what else was pollution tied to? Oh, rare earth metal mine. That's a policy I can work on directly. But first, bus subsidies. Yeah, sure. I can increase commuter membership that way. I'll up it right until I can't up it anymore. I think about here. Apply changes. Confirm using 4 political capital. Yep. Now, where was that thing I could work upon directly? Rare earth metal mining. I can't do shit here. Not anymore. Cancel policy entirely? Can I do that? It only costs 2. Then again, it only it doesn't solve the problem. It pushes it somewhere else, and it's greenwashing basically. But I am very tempted to do so anyway. I'm sure you want to completely. This will cancel the policy's current effects. What are its current effects? Well, slight increase in technology, slight increase in productivity. It's worth canceling. I can increase those through other means. Okay. And now I still have one thing I can do. Work safety laws. A lot of people seem to like those, so maximum. Apply changes. I'm running quite a bit of deficit and quite a bit of debt. I'll work on that eventually. Anyway, my turn here is finished. Click to return to government. Schoolyard pollution? What? A number of schools have introduced policies that ban the children from outdoor play between lessons due to... Oh, shit. I should address that. Situation imminent. Our data is showing that we will have a potentially bad situation on our hands if we do not act soon. Okay. There's a budget deficit of... Oh, it's going down. That's good. Polls report. 17% popularity. We haven't gone down. That's good. Global economy is still doing well. Liberal League has been criticizing government policy on the late... Oh, security briefing. This, however, is a major issue. But I already took steps against pollution, so they should eventually, trickle in by the next, I don't know, 2 turns or something. Okay, I still have 11 minutes to go. Another cute quote right down here. Let's see, media monopoly. Don't tell me you've gotten blocked. If you've gotten blocked, I'm gonna be very pissed. Okay, not quite. I have 15 political capital. Not good, but manageable anyway. What else is blinking? Oh, did I solve pollution? No, I didn't. There are these things here that are, that are behind my uncompetitive economy. That's what bothers you? Where was the media? What is this? State broadcaster. Implementation late and not very popular. State-owned broadcaster can provide impartial and independent news without influence from corporate advertising. That's, that's the theory. But in truth, pretty much all state broadcasters will share the bias that the state itself also has. So if that bias is positive, that's not that big of a problem. At least not, or at least I don't think it is. Let's see. Socialists would like that. I don't think this game understands what socialists really are. It improves education, and it improves foreign relations. That's enough of an argument. I'm maxing it. Confirm. Now I can only do one more thing. Where was stem cell research? Here. Boost technology, boost GDP. Oh, and it boosts health. Only the religious and the conservatives are against that. Well, fuck them. It's unpopular with voters for some reason. Anyway. Doesn't really provide boosts that are too big. Not now, at least. But, I could boost this in the... I could boost stem cell research in my next turn. And maybe then it'll have some... more sizable benefits. Confirm. I have no political capital left, so move ahead. Let's see if I can finish. A whole year, as in 4 quarters. Click to return to government. Expand public rights of way. Okay, major donors abandon party. Yeah, got that. I'll have to increase membership. Health has gone down. That's bad. Our party is getting more support. Okay. new members. That's good. Cabinet report. I'll get back to you on that. Anyway, public rights of way. What is this? As we build more houses in our country, once open land that was used by walkers and hikers is increasingly becoming closed off and considered private property. Socialist campaigners have protested these changes and are calling for an expansion of protected public rights of way. I agree. I agree that is a good thing. I would add that you don't actually need to build houses, you need to build housing. But anyway, moving ahead. Okay, the farmers are pissed. Farmers, you could call people in to like help you during the harvest. Call it agrotourism. It's Romania does it, and it fares quite well for them. Also, Germany is implementing it, and it also could improve health, if I may say so myself. Anyway, I've dealt with that. Come on, mouse, work with me. Okay, it's slowing down again, which is unfortunate. Let's see, the budget deficit has increased. Major donors abandon party. Yeah, okay, jibber jabber. Let's see. What else can I fix? Not going to meddle with executive term length just yet. What is this? It's a huge tax, income tax. It correlates positively with socialism, equality, and cryptocurrency adoption, which is weird, but badly with almost everything else. And it especially hurts middle income people because reasons. I said I would potentially deal with that, but let's see. Tobacco tax. It decreases tobacco usage and it brings equality down, really, but it does improve it improves poverty. More people are poor if they don't smoke. Fucking really? What the hell is this game? How do these? Okay, what is this? Looks like sales tax. Correlates positively with poverty and cryptocurrency. How? Just fucking how? Anyway, let's see. What else can I... Oh, bikes. Look at that. Cycling campaign. It correlates negatively with car usage, but it promotes health, reduces obesity. Yeah. Popularity of voters, not great. Relatively low implementation delay. So, still going for it. Apply changes. Confirm. What else do we got? Immigration rules. Not messing with that. What is this? Oh, this is oil drilling subsidies. Correlates positively with oil supply, foreign investment, but also CO2 emissions, GDP, and energy industry. I'll have to also spend in green energy. What is this? Eco home regulations. It doesn't correlate positively with what I want it to. This is agriculture subsidies. Farmers like it, and it brings food prices and unemployment down. Okay, because reasons. This is quantitative easing. Decreases currency strength. Is favored by the wealthy and the capitalists. Okay. It favors inflation and high earnings. Let's look at something. Oh yeah, this is the election stuff. I'm not going into it now. What is this? Oh yeah, how these things impact. Okay, budget. We've already seen this. Oil drilling subsidies. Yeah, I'm gonna bring those down. Maybe even bring the military spending down. What should I increase? Carbon tax, maybe? Yeah. Anyway, let's look at cabinet ministers. What is this? Achievements. I don't know what that is, so I'm I'm gonna stay away. So I'm gonna stay away from this. This is. Oh wait, I already implemented this. Yeah, not messing with that. What are these? Labor laws correlate positively with. They improve capitalism and productivity, and also the working week, but decrease wages really. And socialists and trade unionists don't like them. This game has no understanding of socialism, I swear. Labor laws are basically restrictions on a worker's right. Oh. Bring that shit right the fuck down. Pro-employer? I don't want it to be pro-employer. I want it to be. I can't raise it. What does it actually do? Such restrictions are vital to prevent key workers such as power station workers, policemen, and train drivers from holding the country to ransom. Trade unions consider the right to strike to be fundamental and not open to negotiations. But what does moving the slider each way actually do? Also, the game seems to be blocked. Pro-employer? I don't want to be pro-employer. I want to be. What does this do? Game makes capitalists hate me. Makes trade unionists happy, makes socialists happy. Close. I do not want to confirm anything. Come on. This is why I scrubbed the previous videos, because of all the delays this game puts upon me. I have 1 minute left, so I should just wrap it up. Maybe try one more policy and then that's it. But what policy could I go for? This game does not have a lot of flexibility, I'm sorry to say. What about this? This is state health service. I'm definitely going to back this. All major operations. I would rather have the state back everything, if I'm to be completely honest, in terms of health services, because at least that way it does its job. Why is it only at 53%? That makes state I know who they are. You don't need to show me that. And now you get to look at my pretty face for a while until this game figures out what it is that it actually should do. Takes a long time to implement. But then again, that's kind of a general thing in politics. It always takes a long time to set things up. But it's very easy to screw things up. Come on, why don't you? I was probably a bit too ambitious when I set out to get this game. Anyway, closing. Assuming the game actually decides to close. Okay. Settings. Quit the main menu, and then quit the game entirely. So yeah, that was democracy. It worked quite well for the first for the first 15-20 minutes, but then once it started getting delayed, once it started lagging, well, yeah, that's when shit was no longer as pleasant. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please leave a like, maybe even share this video wherever you think other people will like it as well. If there is anything you'd like to add, to the game or the way I play it, well then that's what the comment section is for. And if you want to see when my next video gets released, well then please subscribe. And ideally also ring the bell or do whatever else YouTube will ask of you in order to keep you notified. I also have a main channel where I talk about book-related and literature topics, a link to which you will find in the description down below. Right past all of my social media links, which I also suggest you check out should you choose to. If you do, you might also stumble across my Patreon link listed down there, which will give you access to, which will allow you to support me directly, as well as give you access to, as well as give you perks such as early access to videos and scripts. Both for this channel and my main one, I should probably specify that. I keep having to get on my thoughts, so sorry. I didn't sleep for long enough last night. Anyway, until next time, I have been the One Take Man.